It's an exclusive interview from someone with a very unique perspective on the Derek Chauvin trial. Lisa Christensen is her name. She was an alternate juror. So that means she did not have a role in the verdict, but she did sit through every single minute of the trial as prosecutors and the defense each made their case. Christensen spoke to Jamie Yuccas. Jamie, she told you that even though she wasn't part of the deliberations, she did come to a decision. Good morning to you.
She absolutely did. Gayle, good morning to you. Lisa Christensen, known in the court as Juror 96, told me she was happy with the jury's decision to convict Derek Chauvin after weeks of hard testimony, but says she was reluctant to be on the jury when she was first called up. You didn't want to be on the jury.
I was worried about, whatever the verdict may be, if some people felt strongly on one side, other people felt strongly on the other side. So no matter what, I felt like somebody wasn't going to be happy.
Would you have decided any differently than this jury did?
I felt he was guilty. They read the jury instructions to us in the courtroom. Briefly, I didn't know if it was going to be guilty on all counts, but I would have said guilty.
Why did you think he was guilty? What led you to that belief?
I just felt like the prosecution made a really good, strong argument. Dr. Tobin was the one that really did it for me. He explained everything. I understood it, down to where he said this is the moment that he lost his life. Really got to me.
So who made an impact with the defense? Good or bad? Just made an impact?
I don't think they had a good impact. I think he overpromised in the beginning and didn't live up to what he said he was going to do.
Or what were your first impressions of Derek Chauvin?
Every time I would look up, he was right in my vision. So we had locked eyes quite a few times, and I was pretty uncomfortable.
Was there anything about him when you started seeing the videos and the pictures that struck you about him?
I felt like he was a leader, and the other officers were following his lead. I kind of felt like he wasn't taking the warnings seriously, obviously, kind of like, I know what I'm doing.
Which witnesses stood out to you?
Miss Frazier that took the video, I really felt that she felt guilty for not doing more, and she feels responsible in a way, and I feel really bad for her. But I commend her on taking the video, because without her, I don't think this would have been possible. So.
Had you ever seen the 9.5 minutes of video before?
No. I seen the video 2 or 3 times, but I didn't see it in its entirety because I only saw it on the news.
So what was it like to have to watch it over and over and over again in court?
It was emotional. I think my eyes teared up a couple of times. So, especially seeing it from different angles and things.
Do you feel like that's going to impact you for a while?
I do. So.
In what way?
Well, I just don't understand how it got from a counterfeit $20 bill to a death. It kind of shocks me.
Lisa lives in Brooklyn Center, the city where Daunte Wright was shot by a police officer nearly 2 weeks ago. She told me those protests did not play into her decision about Chauvin being guilty in her mind. Wright will be laid to rest today, and the Floyd family will be there. Anthony?
Yeah, and obviously Lisa Christensen took her responsibility very seriously. Jamie, thank you.